Hello people, welcome back to the channel. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe to the propaganda machine. This is the game week 3 match preview. As we do, we begin with Arsenal vs Brighton, the 12:30 lunchtime kickoff on Saturday. This is a team that's done us over on a number of occasions at home, and I'm expecting us to get revenge on them. We begin with the lineup, and I believe there'll only be one change, so will be Raya in goal, Timber left back, Gabriel and Saliba in the middle, Ben White right back. The midfield, Rice, Partey, Odegaard. On the right, Bukayo Saka. Up front, Kai Havertz, and I expect the one change to be Leandro Trossard. He has to play. He got our match winner, the pivotal goal in the last game against Aston Villa, and he has to start now. This is his former club. The last game he started against Brighton, I believe, in the league was the 3-0 thumping at the back end of 2 seasons ago. So hopefully Arteta plays him, because he deserves to start now. Martinelli's played 2 games and he's not looked his usual self. So maybe a bit of bench might give him a new lease of life. Now we're going to look into the key areas in the game. The first key area will be the wingers versus our fullbacks, because that seems to be where Brighton get a lot of joy, especially this season under their new manager. We saw in the last game, Man United neutralised the threat for most of the game with Matoma and Minter. Adingra come on and he was the difference maker. Maybe he'll start. So Ben White and Timber are going to have to be ready for that battle. And I think we will win that battle. The next key area is João Pedro in the 10 versus Thomas Partey. So we've seen João Pedro last game, who was arguably their best player, their standout player. He got the Man of the Match award. He also got the winner. We're going to need to keep an eye on him because he looks very dangerous. And Thomas Partey, he looked a bit better against Aston Villa on the ball. Off the ball, he was getting destroyed by Morgan Rogers. So he's going to need a proper performance. And maybe after 60 minutes, we'll see Rice drop back into the 6 and Mikel Merino will get his debut. I don't expect him to start straight away. He ain't played in about 3 weeks. Another key area will be, well, this was more a player, Declan Rice. He needs to get up to match sharpness and fitness, because in that last game, just like Thomas Partey, they were both getting bullied by one player. So he's going to need to be back to his best, where he's breaking up play and getting the ball to either our wingers or to Odegaard, because we need to unlock Odegaard in this game. If we do unlock Odegaard, we could have a field day, because he's the creative spark. He's not been his best to start the season. That was a player I thought looked so sharp in pre-season, but he's kind of been a bit neutralised in the first 2 games. Not so much the Wolves game, but definitely the last game. Another area is their left back. Hinshelwood was playing the last game. If he plays against Bukayo Saka, that could be nasty work. It could be serious nasty work. They have got a new left back, Ferdigoglu, I believe his name is, the Turkish left back that they signed. He's very dangerous going forward. I'm not sure how he is going back the other way, so I don't believe that they're going to start Hinshelwood against Bukayo Saka, because that could just be nasty. We saw Ahmad got the better of him and cut inside, got the goal. So that will definitely be an area of concern for Brighton and somewhere that we could exploit, especially even if the new boy comes in, it'll be his first game and he's very attacking. I don't know what he's like defensively. And the last area / player will be Leandro Trossard. He has a point to prove. He scored 2 seasons ago against Brighton away from home, and he's due a big performance against them at the Emirates. So hopefully he gets his start and he backs it up. He backs it up with a great performance. Those were the key battles in the game, and like I said previously, this is a team that's got the better of us. In the last 7 games, there's been 4 Brighton wins, 2 Arsenal wins and 1 draw at the Emirates. That's in all competitions. So we owe them one. We owe them a bit of a hammering. And I'm going with 4-1. Goals from Odegaard, Havertz, Trossard and Saka. Come on, you Gunners. Let's continue our winning start and hopefully make it 3 from 3. Now, we'll take a look at the other fixtures in the Premier League. We'll go into the 3 o'clock kickoffs. Brentford versus Southampton. Brentford have got 1 win and 1 defeat. Southampton 2 losses, and I think this is going to be a third. I'm going with 2-1 win to Brentford. Everton versus Bournemouth. None of these teams have got a win, and I'm going with a 1-1 draw. I don't think either team will get their first win of the season. I can't split them, so I'm staying with 1-1. Ipswich versus Fulham. This one, Fulham won their last game. Ipswich have played Man City and Liverpool so far, so it's understandable that they've lost both games. But I think they'll get their first point, and I'm going with a 1-1 draw. Leicester versus Aston Villa. Leicester got a draw against Tottenham, lost last time out. Villa, they're on the back of a defeat to Arsenal, where they played very well. They can find themselves a bit unlucky that Ollie Watkins didn't have his shooting boots on, but I fully expect them to have their shooting boots on this game, and I'm going with a 3-1 win to Aston Villa. Nottingham Forest versus Wolves. Wolves got absolutely battered last time out, and Forest got a win against Southampton. I can't split these two. Surely Wolves are going to have a reaction, but Forest are at home, so I'll go with 1-1. And now, the 5:30 evening kickoff. West Ham versus Manchester City. West Ham, they are quite dangerous. They're gelling under their new manager and new signings, but this is Man City, and although I want an upset, I just can't see it. I'm going with 3-2 to Manchester City. Erling Haaland will probably get another 2 goals. He started the season on fire, got a hat-trick the last game, scored in the first. I only expect him to continue scoring. Now the Sunday games. 1:30 kickoff at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea versus Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace have lost their last 2 games. Well, their first 2 games, I should say. And they just don't look the same Crystal Palace from last season when they had the new manager bounce, because that's what it's looking like. And Chelsea thumped Wolves 6-2, although they lost to Serviette, or whatever they're called, in midweek. I expect them to continue their goal scoring form in the Premier League and win this game 3-1. Another 1:30 kickoff. These seem like it's new times, because it used to be 2 o'clock. St James's Park. Tottenham versus Newcastle. This could be the game of the weekend, because Tottenham, high line till we die, high line FC, and Newcastle got the pace in behind Anthony Gordon, Isak, maybe if they play Harvey Barnes. Yeah, I can see this being 4-2 to Newcastle. High scoring game, and I'll be watching this game. The last game of the weekend, and this is the big one. Another heritage derby. Manchester United versus Liverpool at Old Trafford. Liverpool, I think we can all say they're the better side, but in these type of derbies, form goes out the window. And after Man United's last display, the last result, I feel like they can get something out of this game. So I'm going with a Desmond 2-2. That's my prediction for all the games. So that's been the Premier League preview show. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit the like button. Likes help build the channel. And see you next time. Bless people.